Warning: the content you are about to hear contains swearing, disgusting thoughts, half-witted opinions, and a plethora of stupidity. This show is rated N for nobody, because honestly, it's not suited for anyone. Welcome to Dang Bro.
Welcome back to Dang Bro.
Welcome.
Hello. Hope everybody had a phenomenal Halloween.
Yeah, we're getting into turkey season, man.
Right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I had something to start off with to ask you guys. And when I ask you it, don't answer yet. I want you to kind of marinate on it for a little bit.
Okay.
Is what video game or video game franchise would you like to see become a live action movie? Don't answer yet, because I think I know what we were all thinking, which is the correct answer, which is Captain Crunch's Crunching Adventure for the PC, circa 1999.
That is not what I was thinking.
It's exactly what you're thinking, because you know I'm right.
Dude, I mean, you are right.
Probably The Lion King.
Be great, but...
Yeah, The Lion King, you fucking ass.
Well, but you asked what video game, right?
Yeah.
Lion King video game.
But they made it after
Nintendo.
the movie.
Yeah, after the movie, yeah. Okay, so here's the thing.
That's actually a cool question.
I think...
But now you can answer seriously.
I thought all of us were going to say some variant of GTA.
Right, yeah.
But
they kind of did a Free Guy, but...
Right, my specific, take on that would be a combination of 3 Vice City and San Andreas.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Those 3 characters or plot lines or
I would
whatever
love to see it, and I think they're already doing it. Gears of War.
Oh, yeah. Are they making a Gears of
Yeah.
War movie? Nice.
Dave Bautista is going to play,
of course,
Marcus Phoenix, which I think he'd play a better Dom, personally.
I agree.
But I'm excited.
You know,
He's a big guy.
shit. So. You know who would play a really good Marcus? Fucking Ron Perlman.
Yeah, he would, but he's just old, you know.
Yeah,
he's old. He's an old geezer.
He's an old geezer, like Jesse Ventura. He just doesn't shut up. He's just an old geezer.
I think about that
talk
way
about
too often
Minnesota.
now.
That's all he talks about.
I don't know if you guys ever played Dead Space, but
No.
I think that would make a killer fucking movie.
That would be a good movie.
It is a horrifying game.
That reminds me of Alien.
Well, you were talking about
or Fatal
GTA.
Frame.
Did you see they were doing the remaster?
Fatal
Yes, I
Frame.
did see that.
Dude, I want to see a good Silent Hill franchise. Like the movies were garbage.
I like
They made the
movie.
one movie, right? Or did they make like 2 of them? There was 2 of them.
Yeah.
Well,
That's lame.
the original, I think the first one with big pyramid head in it.
Yeah.
That one was pretty. That one was
You know,
creepy, dude.
a Red Dead
it was kinda
Redemption
scary.
2 movie would have been cool.
Oh,
Red Dead 2.
do you guys remember? I don't think you guys remember this, but I remember saying bringing this up on Facebook a while ago, was that they need to make a Back to the Future game in the style of GTA.
Yeah.
Where
Right.
he can go to the future and you have like a future a Hill Valley, and then they could also go to back in time and have like a Red Dead version, you know what I mean?
Right.
Back to the old West, and in the 80s, like the Warriors and stuff, dude. Like,
Do you remember
That'd
the
be
Warriors
wild.
video game?
I loved
Yes,
it.
dude.
Dude,
I
that
loved
game
it.
was really fucking fun.
I loved it. Me and Johnny beat that game like 6 or 7. I don't know, 6 or 7 times, dude. And then we got hyped up because we found out there was a movie, because we didn't know
Right.
about the movie. We just knew about the game. So we watched the movie. And we're like,
so disappointed.
and we watched it on some weird website on my grandma's.
Well, me and
computer way
Craig,
back
we
then.
grew up on the movie because of Bruce, because of
Yeah.
our dad, and so
really?
we love the movie.
So
We're all geeking out about it.
seeing I remember I feel like I remember Dad watched the movie a long time ago, and then he watched it again around the time just before the game came out.
Right.
Yeah.
So when the game came out, we were like, dude, the Warriors, yeah. And then they
So
started playing the
reverse.
movie again.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was pretty cool.
Have you ever played the game? The game is fun.
Well,
I
in
have
the
a good
book,
question,
you read
though.
the book, right?
Speaking
Yeah, I
of
didn't realize there was a book.
cinema and things like that, I am genuinely curious to hear your guys' answers. What is a movie, and it doesn't have to be horror because I understand the uncanny valley kind of thing. What is a movie that traumatized the shit out of you as a kid?
As a child?
The Sixth Sense.
Yeah, I know.
Really?
I've seen
That
too.
movie, that movie scared the crap out of me. Now granted, it was only PG-13, but
Yeah.
the stuff that is involved, the real adult serious stuff that's involved in it, it terrified me when I was a kid. And the scene I'm describing, and that Travis knows what I'm talking about, is the scene where just after Cole, the kid who sees dead people, he sees
some,
that
like-
kid. He sees
yeah.
that kid that shoots himself, the ghost of that kid who shot his brains out or something,
Yeah.
by mistake. And then he goes to the kitchen and he sees that mom there who is
Yeah.
like
Washing dishes
She's
or some shit.
washing dishes, and like she turns around and she's like, it's. And I'm picturing it right now, and it's scaring the crap out of me because, and I think it's only because she reminds me of like my
Is that
mom.
the back of the hairs on the back of his neck standing up?
Yeah,
I can see it in the shower.
But she kind of looked like my mom with the big black curly hair and kind of
Yeah.
like, and then like her her eyes were blackened and she cut her wrist, dude, and like it was like domestic violence was scary, dude. It's
Yeah.
scary, dude. And I saw that as a kid, and I was like, oh
And
my
what movie-
god,
what movie is
It
this?
terrified me.
The Sixth Sense with
terrified
Bruce
me.
Willis and
Oh,
Haley
yeah,
Joel
it's
Osment.
been a
Yeah.
long
What was
time.
what was yours?
Yeah, what
Mine,
was yours?
I mean, there were a few, but I think the one that sticks out was I was a little kid when I first watched it.
The
Was the
shower.
original It,
Yeah.
the miniseries. It was that shower scene where what's his face, the guy with the asthma problem, was in the shower.
Eddie.
Yeah,
Yep.
and he comes out, but his teeth are all like razor sharp and glistening. I'm like, oh my gosh, that
Ours
was
is
nasty.
the same.
Exorcist?
And
Dude.
yeah.
Really, The Exorcist?
Oh my god. I
Dude.
was
I mean, I saw it years later, so maybe I just wasn't as.
so
I
mine's
watched
kind
it when I
of
was in like kindergarten or first grade.
Oh my
same.
gosh, dude.
Same.
What are
I
you
was
doing?
staying over at my buddy.
Who's your dad? Going, don't tell your mom.
Well, I wanted to watch cool movies, so it was like, well, I got to suck it up for some of them, you know.
I was in second grade and I was staying at this dude, Chris Gaither. Do you remember him?
I remember that
remember?
name, but I don't remember
Yeah,
his
he worked at
face.
Walmart for a long time in the electronics department. And anyways, I was staying the night at his house, and I got up to take a shit. It was like 1 a.m, and his dad and girlfriend were watching it. And I walked
scene
out
was
like,
it?
huh?
What scene was it?
Where she's got fucking help me bursting out of her
Oh,
abdomen, and she's
yeah.
going, fuck me. Like, it just, dude, it freaked me. But mine's a double whammy because, like, that traumatized the shit out of me. I went home. I was like, I'm not gonna go. But fucking, like, 2 years later, I'm on funnyjunk.com.
Oh,
you
do you
remember
remember that?
And fucking, I clicked one of those videos, and it was like, read the lyrics to something, and the lyrics got smaller and smaller and smaller.
Oh,
Which is very
Which
obvious.
makes
the
you
pop-up
lean
scare.
into the-
Yeah.
Which, you
thing,
know,
yeah.
Of her
but
face.
it's 2004 on the internet, and
Yeah.
these things are new to me. So, like, even on TikTok now, when I suspect that baseball is about to come flying at me, I'm like, nope. See
Or
ya.
like- or
I hate
looking
that
at it from
that's
a
still-
Yeah,
it's
doing
the-
it like that. Doing it like that because I can suspect it. Obviously,
Yeah.
I did not suspect this as a small child, so I'm like leaning into it, and then
Yeah,
this
and it
bitch's
gets you.
face pops up.
I tell you what.
And I like, my mom thought I was having an asthma attack because I was like,
Yeah.
couldn't breathe. I'm like, what the fuck was that?
Dude, whoever brought the jump scare to the internet is a comedic genius.
Yeah.
It's an
Yeah.
asshole.
Oh, yeah.
It's horrible. It's
And I don't know about you
horrible,
guys,
but, like,
but
that's good.
me and some of my buddies, like Adam and a few of us, we passed it along to like their young and like our younger siblings, like, hey,
Like-
you know what I mean?
Oh,
yeah,
like
hey,
the
look
maze.
at this,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
The maze game.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Oh, that
dude.
one was that
And
was-
that
That's
was
bullshit.
third time. That was
Yeah.
that was 3 strikes.
that
and I
one.
was
That
out.
one and Misery messed me up.
the
Misery,
movie?
Misery's the one that Misery's the first like scary movie or like whatever movie I've seen.
It's more of a
where-
thriller.
Well,
Yeah.
that I had a bad dream because of it.
Right. What, where she hobbles his fucking feet?
Well, I was sleeping like this.
Oh, when they
Right.
fell asleep?
And I had a dream that I watched it with my babysitter, right? And I had a dream that my babysitter was doing it to me.
Gosh, dude.
And I woke up and it's dark, you know, pitch
And you
black. I
can't
can't
feel
see
your
nothing.
foot.
I can't feel my foot. I'm like, it's like you with the arm.
Yeah,
you know? I
yeah.
was like,
Touching me in the
Do you
face.
think if you had seen some of the scenes out of Hereditary as a child that it would have fucked you
yeah.
up for life?
Especially
yeah,
the fucking
probably.
her beating her head up on
Yeah.
the thing and standing up in the corner. Dude.
Well, see, that reminded me of that scene from Poltergeist. Remember that? Where,
I've never seen Poltergeist.
Isn't that clown like crawls up the ceiling or whatever and turns his head? It was like towards a mom or something, right? Remember that?
No, I don't remember that from Poltergeist. Something similar happens in the movie. I can't remember the movie, but it's got the guy from A Knight's Tale, the guy who plays Geoffrey Chaucer. He plays Vision.
Yeah.
He's in it, and he's
I forget his
like
name.
an angel, and like they're
Paul
all-
Bettany.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his name. But like he's hit. They're all stranded in like a gas station in the middle of nowhere, and all these people are possessed and coming for him and stuff. Something
I don't
like
think
that
I've seen that
happens,
movie.
and maybe it's not a clown; it's an old lady. But I remember Poltergeist. I remember is for that guy peeling his face
Yeah.
off.
yeah.
Hereditary. Fucking.
Dude, see, I knew someone was up. He was rummaging through his backpack, and he puts it in his pocket and does this with his glasses. I'm like, he's gonna do something stupid. I know he is. I saw at the corner of my eyes. He knew I noticed.
What?
He knew that I noticed. He didn't know what I saw.
Matt, when did you buy those?
Huh?
When did you buy those?
The what?
The what? Yeah,
Okay.
the shit that's on your face.
These pants are new.
Or are they new?
He's got some sort of weird eyebrow growth that happens super quickly.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, is it that bad?
Let me guess.
Mallory trim it
Let
up.
me guess. It was the Dollar Tree. Taking the trip.
No, Party City.
No.
Well, and you know,
So this was bought weeks ago.
So you guys
Damn
know,
it.
You guys know that I used to have a box of props. Remember my box of props?
Yeah, your box of props. I thought it wasn't a box of props.
And that's a box of props. Yeah.
It's not a box of fucking props. It's a box of hats.
Right. And you know, whatever.
They're not
Well,
props.
Listen, we'll agree to disagree. So today I brought a bag.
Fuck today.
I brought a bag of props. We got these ones.
Is there one for each?
Oh yeah, those
everybody?
make a comeback.
Now you want to wear this?
I want the
the eyebrows.
What's
Yeah.
the eyebrows?
I want the fucking Danny DeVito eyebrows.
It's a bag of props.
All right, dude. Yeah, for sure.
These are just what you wore to the Halloween party.
Yeah, my
The lenses are still dirty.
it was very limited.
It's all limited. Your box of props.
It's a
are
bag
limited.
of props this time, guys.
Oh, bag of props.
There you go.
Bag of fucking.
Is that your prop
It's
sack?
a bag of props.
That's your prop sack.
It's my prop sack.
It's prop sack.
Nope, dang it, Bonnie. You said everybody had the poop sack.
So the story behind these glasses is I bought them for $1 at a dollar store. And what movie did we go see?
For the people who are just listening, it's a pair of glasses that are 2 bags of popcorn, and they are obnoxiously tall.
I can't even see the top of your hat.
Yeah, they're tall. They're tall.
It looks like you're wearing 2 riot shields.
What movie did we go see? What was that?
Fucking something, Matt.
It was
No,
a Marvel
it was-
movie.
It was Shang-Chi. I think you guys saw.
Yeah, it's because something serious happened, right?
Well, I didn't
It was
tell anybody.
either Shang-Chi or Black Widow.
It was Shang-Chi because it was during when you were like, it's just Asian Wakanda.
Asian Wakanda.
It is.
So anyway, I didn't tell him I bought these, and I just slipped them in my like pocket, you know, and I was waiting for it to be like a real pivotal scene, so that like, you know, for the viewers that are watching, you're him, right? And he looks at me like, and I just
Had no idea he was wearing them.
best
Well,
dollar I've
didn't
ever
you do
spent.
it? Didn't you did it right when something happened? So you did that.
So he would
something
look at me.
serious happened, and then he busted out laughing
Yeah.
at it, like a real serious thing. So anybody else in the movie theater is like, "Why is this guy laughing at this real serious moment going on?"
Well, I just went and seen the Eternals with a couple buddies, and I don't know why I laughed so hard. I had Doug crying laughing. Some guy got up to, I don't know, either go to the bathroom or whatever, but he was like right behind me, and it almost came out, but I stopped myself. I almost went, "Hey, where you going?"
Dude, you should have did it. You should have fucking
Where you
did it.
going? You know?
That'd have been great, dude. So, you talking about that scene from The Exorcist when something's popping out of her stomach? Have you guys seen The Guilty on Netflix yet?
No.
Mhm.
Dude,
What is that?
It's pretty good, dude. It's got Jake Gyllenhaal in it. It's about this cop who has been assigned the 911 operator's desk.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
anyway, so he gets a call from this lady who's been abducted, and the whole story is going one way, and it completely flips script as to
You're
like,
wearing
what's
the
actually
front of a
going
car.
on. And anyway, but you talking about that reminds me of like, and this doesn't give a whole lot away, but the scene where the lady on the phone is talking about she had to cut the snakes out of her kid's belly.
gosh. Out of his
Oh,
belly.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
fucking.
dude.
That's
Like, dude,
nasty.
to be honest, like I was like, the trailer looked really good, but I was like, how's this gonna go? And it was really good. I would suggest watching it.
It's called The Guilty,
It's
you
called
said?
The Guilty on
Dude,
Netflix.
okay.
It is really good.
How many of the traps in the Saw movies do you think you could have beat?
Did you guys see about the very first one? The very first Saw? When he's like, why didn't he just take the saw and then reach the phone with it instead of sawing his ankle
Because
off.
then there wouldn't be a movie.
Yeah, yeah.
That was
Or
the loophole.
you know what one gets me is the one where she had to put her hand through the
with the reverse
to get the vaccine or whatever it was
the
for
reverse
the
lasers.
poison. Well, it was antidote, whatever.
She puts both of them in there.
I really just don't want to get COVID.
Let's not.
Okay,
Let's
why would
not
you
say vaccine means antidote because
Right,
it doesn't.
right.
It definitely does not. Dude.
Right. This is just what the media has done to me. It's,
Right.
Anyway,
It's done to
She
you. Oh
should've
my
used
god.
2 hands,
The
right?
media has
right. Yeah.
changed me.
You couldn't have.
Propped it open.
Right. Like,
with your
come
prop
on.
sack.
With her
Guys.
fucking clinky long.
Don't act like you didn't
Gangly
watch
arms.
fucking videos explaining how to survive.
Look,
them.
here's the
Like,
thing.
let's be real.
Here's
Come
the
on,
thing.
you
I
wouldn't have
probably,
thought of that shit.
I would probably be a lost cause.
Dude, April and I
honestly.
always
same.
watch these movies and we go, we would survive all of this.
Yeah.
Because we think ahead, or we're like, dude, why would you do that?
Think
Or it's-
ahead.
I,
Oh, you know what
I feel
got
like
me?
I feel the same, but I also remember talking about that Ninja Warrior course at Sky Zone, going like, "Fucking, I got this."
Right.
And you didn't. You
No,
didn't
and
have
it sucked, and
You
I couldn't
didn't
do
got
it. No, like I'm talking specifically like the girl that had, or the dude that had to cut his eye out because the
Yeah, I
key
couldn't
was
do that.
Oh my! Could you imagine?
life or
Could you
death.
Imagine.
Couldn't do it.
Just let me die. Would rather die, kind of thing. Or
I
like
just,
that
I just be
dude.
calling him on his bullshit until something.
What if he
actually
could wait? But what if the guy had a glass
Done.
eye and Jigsaw didn't know it? He could just pop his glass eye out and bam. there's
What
key.
was the best
No-
trap?
No harm, no foul.
What was the best trap that
The
you guys
one that
loved?
made my skin crawl the most was the dude that had all the chains hooked into
Yeah,
him.
he had that one that went through here,
Yeah.
and they were going through like major tendons and arteries and shit, and he had to pull them out. And he almost got all the way through it too, and then it was too late, and he died anyway. It was all for nothing.
Another super cringe one
Ow.
was, I
Guess
think
we'll
the
just wait
best
and
one,
then-
the like the most creative, or like the one that I guess that captivated me the most was the one where they're attached to the pole and it's pulling them in by chains, and one dude's got his mouth sewn shut and the other has his eyes sewn shut.
And they have
So-
to work together.
So that, but they don't fucking know that.
Yeah.
And the dude who can't speak is like, "Stop, I fucking quit. Like, you're making it worse." And the blind guy's like, "What's going on?"
Yeah. The rack, that one fucked me up. Remember that?
Yeah.
Where the shit would fucking turn.
Or the
Ooh.
freezer.
Your-
The lady hung up and she's being sprayed while in the freezer.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, they just all nasty.
They're all bad.
They're all bad.
Bad.
Remember the Halston movies? How horrible that was.
No.
Oh, Eli
I
Roth.
never
I
watched
only
them.
remember the first one, and that's only a little bit.
It's gross. It's nasty.
Yeah, Eli Roth, dude. He's something else, dude.
He probably has
he's got a
issues.
wild brain.
Maybe.
Oh, another great movie. Did you guys see The Harder They Fall on Netflix?
Mm-mm.
No.
It's the all-black western.
Doesn't it have Idris Elba in it?
Yeah, Idris
Yeah.
Elba is in it.
That dude's awesome.
Dude, it was great. And I know like the marketing for the movie is like, oh, it's it's an all-black cast.
Or just
and
black all-stars.
Which is, which is great. But I got more enjoyment from how good the movie was versus just them trying
Right,
to virtue
right.
signal
It didn't
about the
feel like a
movie.
total cash
Yeah,
grab.
it wasn't like they weren't like,
It was
hey,
actually
we're gonna-
good.
Yeah, like exactly. Like it was based on merit versus just
Right,
having to,
right.
Right.
Well,
just to appease.
well, that's cool
really
because like everybody hyped the shit out of Black Panther,
Mhm.
right? And it just was not that.
I did
good.
not like it. I talked to so many people
I
like
thought
it's
it
my
was
favorite
okay.
movie, and I'm like, I just. Dude,
I honestly,
I'm here
I
for
still
it.
haven't seen it. There's a lot of Marvels and movies I still
I
haven't
will
seen.
tell you.
I liked it. It's
When I went to go see the Eternals, don't let the ratings fool you, right? So there's the audience score is really high, and the
Rotten-
critic score
Rotten
is
Tomatoes.
Well, because they're
lower.
critics, that's why.
But and I
What do they
and after knowing that and then watching it, I can understand. And there's a couple things. It's just there was timelines all over the place. It's like you're in this year and it's this year. Because they've been around since the beginning of time.
Right.
But other than that, it was really good. And like,
See, I
it was
can
pretty tight.
see that happen because the fucking Last Jedi
What a letdown that
had
movie.
had a super low audience score, but critics loved it. So I just don't take those glasses off, dude.
Dude,
I think
what?
we should just pretend it's normal.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know why you say
we've been going this
pretend,
long
but
this far, so.
Pretend.
You
Why
guys
would
are
pretend?
wild.
It is normal.
You guys are wild.
I mean, the world was.
Oh yeah, we're wild.
But yeah, did you guys like my bag of props though?
It's not. Okay.
You mean
I
your
love the props, dude.
extra glasses?
It's a bag of props, but agree to disagree.
I want you to.
Dude, there's a documentary about Carrot
I've been
Top.
wanting to do this for weeks.
Oh, yeah, and
because
his
he's a prop
props.
comic,
Yeah.
and they're like, somebody was like, yeah, I was like, oh, Carrot Top, the prop guy,
The prop.
and he's got a permanent stay in Las Vegas for a show, and he kills every show, dude. Like
Really?
the guy, like sometimes some critic was going to be like this guy's an idiot. I don't want to, but he goes, I was nonstop laughing the whole time.
I bet.
At Carrot
Carrot
Top,
Top?
dude. Like,
Have you seen Carrot Top recently? He's all buffed out and like roided out and shit. He looks
Plastic
weird.
surgery out the
Yeah,
wazoo.
oh my gosh, he looks weird now.
So I've had something interesting I wanted to bring up. Back when I was a little hooligan.
oh, yesterday?
Oh, yesterday?
Yeah. No, back in my real hooligan days when I lived with my grandparents. Okay, right.
Yeah.
And I was young and dumb, right? I smoked a lot of weed. Okay?
Young, dumb, full of cum.
Yeah, I smoked a lot of weed, and guess so. One of the side effects is like short-term memory, right? Like it kind of fries your short-term memory when you smoke a lot. Well,
What?
my grandparents were just dealing with that because of old age. So we're like,
But
we were piggy.
You also had,
old
so none of you guys
age.
can remember what you're talking
No,
about.
no. And they had higher hopes for me because I was younger, but little do they know, I'm like, dude, I'm just as bad as you guys. Like,
You're just pissing your memory away with drugs, and they're just getting old. Poor guy.
we were both
Well, at
right.
least
We were
they-
all writing the same reminders and still
Right.
forgetting.
Right?
Well, at least they don't have to feel self-conscious about it.
I need
Well,
to
they
make
probably
dinner.
they don't remember.
Oh, I already made
They won't remember.
They'll remember after I leave, right? You know, when they think about it, and then when they see me next time, they forget. So
What? I wanted to.
I just thought that was interesting. I was thinking about that.
I
this
get
week.
short-term memory loss with weed can lead to some really funny situations, though, because
Oh yeah, no doubt.
I made a sandwich, and somewhere in the mix of making a sandwich, I put it back.
In the bread bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember you
And
talking
so
about
I was
that.
like, damn, I'm hungry. I'm going to make a sandwich. And pulled my already made sandwich out of the bread bag. And I was like, oh, fuck, I forgot. I did that.
Dude, you know what was the worst thing about like, so, because like when you smoke, you stop dreaming, which is, you don't even think about it, but you don't really have dreams, right? So when I stopped, I started dreaming again, but my dreams were like off the wall.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Off the
Back
wall.
full
They were
force.
like, I would have like nightmares, and they'd be really intense. And eventually, I got over it, dude. But like that was the worst part, was dreaming.
Like
again.
this?
Did you
Like
wet the
this
bed
one?
when you had nightmares?
No,
Like this
luckily I could have. No, I think that was before all that. And then that was the Michael Jackson. I thought it was Michael Jackson coming after me. Dude, that was weird.
That when I was younger and living with my grandparents and doing dumb stuff, after the first time I did, I took those magic mushrooms. Those, like, not then, right? Like, because a lot of people, it's misconstrued. Like, it's not what people think it is. I had very crazy and not only being crazy, but lucid dreams. Like a month or so after I took them for the first time, like crazy lucid, like I was in control, right? Like,
Right.
like I could put my hands up on the wall, I could count to 10 on my fingers, like it was pretty wild. But so much control for like the dumbest dreams. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't have had this when I'm trying to fight. You know, everyone has that dream where they're trying to fight someone and they move super
slow.
So they're
slow.
trying to shoot, and they're missing every time.
Right, or you're running away. All the times it would be useful, it wasn't. It was just stupid dreams. Just like me at a party that I couldn't even tell. I don't even know the people there. Like I don't even know.
Dude,
But
that
you
happened to
know
me
you're at a
once,
party.
man.
I'm partying.
See, well,
Yeah,
speaking
like
of
a
lucid dreams, I had a
birthday
lucid
party
dream
or
once.
something, you know?
Like, it was like 3 dreams
Weird
in one. I woke up and I thought I was actually awake. It was before I moved out of my mom's
I've
house.
had those before, dude.
I woke up and I opened up the
Oh, I
door.
remember this.
I looked outside. There's all these cars in the driveway and in the yard and on the side streets. I opened up the door. I'm wearing nothing but a t-shirt. No pants, no underwear, no nothing.
like a little
straight
house.
cocking it.
Yeah.
You're straight
Yeah.
cocking
Like a
it.
little
Yep.
kid.
Yeah. And dude, the house is filled with everybody, dude. Everybody's there, looking at me, partying. I'm like, what's going on? And then you two come and was like, you guys are like fucked up on something. You're like, hey man, what's going on? I'm like, where's your pants, what's going on? It's like, what's going on, man? It's like, we threw this party for you.
Was she wearing the dress?
No, she wasn't there.
That's a shame.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it a shame?
Every Halloween, I think about it.
This fucking guy.
What is this?
It's nothing other than
It's
like
not.
when you think about who he's talking about my mom. Okay, he's talking about her mom. She was doing she wanted to do something fun with all of us.
It was
And,
like this murder mystery
it was a
game
murder
she invited us
mystery
all
game
over to.
she wanted to do, and she even dressed
With just
up.
you two?
No, it was us.
It was us. Alec was there, and April, Tara, and I think Mariah was
yeah,
over.
Mariah was there.
Wait,
And
oh,
the kids
this is
and all the
recent.
and all the
No,
No,
kids.
this was
like last year.
this was a few years ago.
Right, but I'm saying like I thought.
All
Okay,
the-
okay.
So-
yeah,
And
all the
anyway,
kids
she
were there.
dresses up for fun, and she's got this
Like
this
this witch
costume
outfit.
on.
It was
It's a
supposed to
witch
be. It's supposed to be a witch
Yeah.
outfit.
And Alex
Or
seems
maybe it
to
was- I
focus
don't
on
know.
how low it was cut. Because he's disgusting.
She was looking good.
Do you even know what it's like to look at you and take you serious?
Oh yeah,
those
take
glasses
him
on.
serious.
And all the
Fucking
time,
guy.
whenever she gets brought up, I'm like, she wearing that sexy dress or?
Sexy dress.
My God.
Well, it was funny because
I'm gonna tell. I'm
all the
telling
guys, I don't care. All the guys, you think I give a shit? I have no shame. Whatever. I hardly speak to the woman.
She doesn't listen to the show. We
No.
asked her. Did you listen to the show? She goes, nah.
you. Well, it's not really your demographic anyway.
Yeah.
But all the guys, and by that I mean me, Travis, and Craig, got real fucking bored real quick. We didn't
Yeah.
want to play the
I mean, we
game.
participated, and then it just kept going on and on.
yeah.
I was like, well, I'm done with this.
One of my greatest jokes ever. We were standing in the kitchen drinking some beer, and all the girls are like still super into this like murder mystery thing, and I was like, you leave it to the women to spend hours finding out who fucking did exactly what. Like,
It was on point for sure.
That's funny.
detective fucking.
Did you guys ever even finish the game?
No.
I can't remember.
I
dude.
honestly
think
don't.
I think they
Travis
figured it out.
finished one round of it, and me and Craig were like, "This is fucking stupid."
Yeah,
And-
I can't remember.
yeah, I gave
it wasn't
I
stupid.
think the girls finished it.
but it definitely split off to a point where me and Craig were just kind of like
Nah.
watching the kids, and because Cora, Lincoln, and Panda were all upstairs in the loft together, and Miles was snoozing. He was a freshie still. He was only like a year old when that happened. What are you doing now?
Dude, that
What
reminds
is he
me.
doing?
I love that picture of you and Cora when she was going trick or treating, and you guys were
Dressed up
down
as what was she dressed
Oh,
up as?
doing the
with
heart
hand-
style.
The heart, yeah. And I was like,
Dude.
dude, that's a dope picture. She's super.
And Miles
cute.
is in the background just looking like a dirtbag.
Yeah,
Dude, that poor boy has got my face to a T. At least he's got prettier eyes. Like, at least they're not like shit brown like mine. But no, Miles' face,
They're
he
adorable,
just
dude.
looks so concerned all the time. Like, he's in a constant state of liminal being. Just like, I'm not sure what I'm doing here. I don't know if I like it or not.
I'm
yet.
here and someone's taking care of me. That's all I care about.
He just makes the dumbest faces, and I'm like, dude, why do you look like that? Because you look like me, and I'm sorry,
Dude,
I'm so sorry,
It's so
man.
difficult with Lincoln because like he acts just like my idiot younger brother when we were kids,
Mm-hmm.
and I got to resist bullying my son. It brings me back. It just takes me right back to being like,
Beverly Hills Red.
stop. You're just being annoyed by those things.
Well, I remember you telling me that because like you went into the room and Lincoln immediately followed you. He was like, "What are you doing in here?" And you just told him, "Get away from your loud ass."
Get away from
Did I ever
me.
tell you some of the crazy shit I used to do to when me and Tim would get into it?
Yeah, I
So Tim,
think
so Tim used to have these
Beat 'em?
these fits, right? These rages. He would just punch stuff, destroy stuff.
Why isn't that the background of your phone right now?
But he used to
I
like
know why.
destroy stuff and be just
Yeah.
rambunctious and shit. And one time he did something, he destroyed something of mine, I can't remember, and I'd had it. I broke, right? And I held him down after I beat the shit out of him, right? We never hit each other in the face. It was like a brother code. We just body shots all day. You know, you're gonna feel that for a week, right?
Bald.
So I beat him down pretty good, and I taped his arms to his side
Yeah.
and his ankles together. And I had it so much to the point that I opened our bedroom window because this happened in our bedroom. I opened our bedroom window, grabbed both of those duct tapes, and I think I duct taped his mouth shut too. And I just threw him out the window, and I shut the window.
Look at his hair.
It looks like when you drop a lollipop on the ground.
Dude, we drove by that guy. Me and Matt drove by some guy, and he was just bald as hell, but he had like the Homer Simpson single strands.
Just
but they were all curly and fucked up with liver spots everywhere. And I looked at Matt and I said, "It looks like somebody dropped a lollipop on the carpet and picked it up." You want a bite? No, I'm fucking good. Thanks.
Just a few big hairs, you know?
Because kids always be doing that, like getting their grimy Cheeto dust fingers on everything. You want to try? And I'm like, no, I don't. You disgusting.
I can see the germs crawling on it now. Without a microscope. Like...
Or that fucking picture of the cat doing the ooh face.
Yeah.
It's like, this is how little kids cough.
Right.
And you're just like, dude, cover your mouth.
Dude, I remember
Imbecile.
when COVID started, like the kids would do that. I'm like, hey, there's a pandemic going on. You can't, like, and it was around the time where like no one could cough or sneeze, but someone being like looking
looking around.
Do you guys remember the first time we hung out in Matt's garage post COVID hitting? And like everybody was still kind of like on edge because we had no idea what we were facing. Like now we're all kind of like, yeah, fuck it, whatever. But like, this was like, we knew nothing about it, but we all hung out in your garage anyways.
Yeah.
When we weren't supposed to, we were like, let's just not tell anybody we're doing this. I miss everybody. Let's all hang out. And I walked in.
I was never that worried about it, to be honest.
Well,
I was always like, I don't care what.
Yeah,
I beg to differ because I walked in and everybody's like, hey, what's up, man? And you said, hey, how are you? And I said, I'm good. I said, my chest is super tight, though. And you went, man, get the fuck out of here. I'm kidding.
I was never worried about it. I got it. I got it. And I had no symptoms. And I was like...
Yeah.
I know it hits people
I think you and I had it in the February before because we shut down in March of what, 2019 or 2020?
It was 19 because I don't know about shutdown, but it all started happening around
it was 2020.
March of 2019
Remember,
because we bought our house right in the middle, or we were selling our house right in the middle.
Oh yeah, that's
and
right.
they were like, or right in the middle of the beginning because
it's
we
been
got an offer
almost,
and they were like, oh, we don't want to do it because no one's gonna rent
this
it.
March will be 3 years since that shutdown.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, I know.
Okay.
I'm still wearing a mask at work. Like I still have to wear a mask at work.
But
it's fucking ridiculous.
But
let's not talk about it.
The February before the shutdown, like February, March, we now have a month's work. I think Matt and I had it, but like there was obviously no testing.
Well, we had it. We had it. It was like a November. It was like
it was February. I remember it because because I was supposed to go to Logan's birthday thing, and I was just sick as hell. You and I were sick for like 3 weeks. We had that fever.
To me, I had a fever, and it felt like bronchitis almost.
Yeah,
just kept hacking stuff up. But I was also a smoker too.
Right,
gross at the time. So,
but I went to the doctor for it, and they were like, "We don't know what it's a virus." And
I just kind of toughed it out. I know at work I got a headache real bad. Like I thought my head was gonna freaking pop.
You might have had a migraine.
It was no. This is like it. I've been having like steady headaches here and there, you know.
Yeah.
But then it was real bad. Like right before I got better. Right. I took like way too much ibuprofen, and after that day, I started getting better, like significantly better.
But I was sick for
suspiciously better.
I was sick for
He
like
just crushed up some ass.
2 or 3 weeks.
We had that cough that just stuck around for like 2 months. So I'm pretty sure we had it. But again, I was scared of it because I didn't know what the hell it was. We learned about it in real time. Like it wasn't something we could reference.
Right.
But all the data was like,
it was so
I remember
back
hearing that all the data was like, well, there's a 99.9% chance of like, you know,
survival.
I know they say survival, but I don't even like the word. I mean, it's like
I know.
You know, but anyway, like it was like they were saying, oh, it's no worse than the. Like some people were saying, oh, it's no worse than the flu, and maybe the symptoms were a little bit worse, but like you're not gonna get as sick from it. Or, I mean, I don't know, but That's why I was.
And
like,
I think
I'll
it started.
be
I think it started spiraling because of how quick they said it, or how contagious they were talking about it being, and then 2 with like some people not having, like the very few cases of some people not having any like pre-existing conditions or anything and dying from it, like healthy people. You know what I mean? Like that was like throwing people off, but like,
well, it's kind of
the chances of that happening are the same of getting fucked up from the vaccine. You know what I mean? It's so slim.
I mean,
But-
those cases too are. I mean, they're growing. I mean,
Right.
I think
I
the
don't know.
biggest concern was the influx that the hospitals couldn't handle, because I mean that still continued. My buddy Eric, that was the manager at Mikasa,
Yeah.
fucking died because they didn't have proper equipment to get him better.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't think the issue necessarily, at least for me, like again, I'm here with you guys right now.
Right.
I go to the bar, I don't wear a mask. Like, yeah, I got the jab, but like I don't give a shit what you do.
Yep,
Like
yep.
you're not around. Like my aunt is immunocompromised. Todd, my boss, is immunocompromised and diabetic. So I don't fucking. I was like, I'm gonna get this for other people. Not, you know what I mean? Like I just don't care that. But anyway, but my point was like, I think my biggest concern is the influx at hospitals, because like it's a real thing, and like most of us. But you got to think, if there's 100,000 of us and 5,000 of them get adversely affected and need to be hospitalized, no hospital in that dense of a population area can handle that many critical care people. That's my qualm with it. We don't need to talk about this though. Anyway,
I wanted to
back to the funny. Back to the yucks.
By the way, I read something interesting.
I'm gonna drink my anxiety bean water.
His burnt bean water.
My fucking leather boot in a cup.
Juice.
Leather boot juice.
I had seen something about
Tastes like
if
shit.
you ever go
Try it.
around big, like large cats, like tigers
Take a sip
and
of it.
lions and stuff like that, do not
Please try
wear
it.
Calvin Klein.
Yeah, I heard that.
Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
Big cats.
If you
Calvin
go,
Klein.
if you go around big cats like tigers or lions and stuff like that,
Oh, my.
don't wear Calvin Klein. I know what are the odds, right? Don't wear Calvin Klein, because apparently whatever the scent of Calvin Klein, they love it so much it's like it's almost like catnip. You know?
Oh, I thought
They spray it on toys and stuff. So if they,
I thought you meant like the underwear, and I was like, how the fuck is a tiger gonna know when I'm wearing Calvin Klein underwear?
This motherfucker.
Dude, it's so
He's
funny.
wearing Calvin Klein
Why?
friends.
Why? Because this shit makes me alpha.
Like, I knew what he was talking about, so I knew about the cologne, but it would make sense.
I forgot about it being. I forgot about it being a clothing line.
Clothes is what
I
it
think
It's
about
like,
it.
why the fuck do they care?
That cat can't
Is it
handle
like
his jeans.
It's like you got a fucking tiger, and you're holding up a Calvin Klein shirt like a fucking bread for a bowl. Like, come on, kitty, come
my
on,
God.
get you some fucking swag.
Dude, that reminds me of how wild the new season of Tiger King is going to be.
Oh,
I saw
know.
the trailer
Yeah,
for
there's
it.
gonna be a
Man,
second
dude.
season.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With who?
The cast that you saw in the first
It's
one.
going to be mostly like post how life is now after
Yeah.
Tiger King.
Oh, where are they now?
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, it looks just as wild or more wild than the first one.
This is the best news I've ever
You didn't know about that?
No,
It's-
what?
It's ridiculous. what it is.
I hope
And-
that they get video calls with Joe Exotic.
I do too. I hope they probably do.
There's a clip from the new
I haven't
trailer
watched
Yeah.
of
any of
him
that
in
yet.
jail.
Well, there's an audio clip of him from calling from jail for the
Do you remember when he had a limo parked out front because he thought Trump was going to pardon him?
Yeah.
He had an entire limo and press conference set up.
And all for nothing.
He didn't get pardoned. He didn't get fucking pardoned.
I also wanted to tell you guys while we're on animals, because I was me and this guy at work, we just talk about animals all the time. Like it's because it's funny. It's stuff that you don't think about, right? We watch
zoo
we watch videos and stuff. Dude, did you know that
Gorilla and Animorphs.
that mongoose? You know, like a little the
mongoose
bike.
bike? Yeah.
No, yeah. No, the animal.
yeah.
They purposely go up to like poisonous snakes because they're immune to their venom, and actually their venom fucks them up. It makes them drunk as shit.
No, so they just tease him to
so
quit.
they're constantly. I think it's wild. Days that we're at work, there's animals going around pestering venomous snakes and getting bit and being like, dude, I'm fucked up. You know? And they pass out and they'll wake up and they'll go right back to it.
Right back. Oh my
And I think that's
like
the
an opium
funniest
bar
fucking
back in the
thing.
Dude, what fucks with me is that platypuses are venomous.
Are they?
Yes, they're venomous.
Do they even have teeth?
I don't know. I have to look this up.
Dude, apparently you can catch hepatitis from armadillos.
We need.
That's
what
gross.
the fuck's an armadillo?
No, it was that, and then he showed me. He sent me a video of a giraffe. Right? Okay.
Yeah.
It's already just an odd animal, right? And like 4 or 5 lions were attacking this, giving it everything they had, and this lanky fucking animal is just
Whipping his
fucking
head.
shaking him. He's kicking him like, dude, think about how heavy a lion is, and he's just throwing them like off. Like he's like this. He's like when I'm trying to get, you know, my pants off my leg or whatever. You know, he's just fucking flinging them, bro. Like. It's wild to think about.
Remember when we saw the giraffes at the Cincinnati Zoo?
Yeah.
Like, those are giant
They're massive.
creatures,
They're
dude. Like, so I
huge.
don't doubt it, dude. I
And they
don't
were
doubt
like
that he's just
these
flinging
lions are like
They're
crawling
like
up and
colossi, just
Right.
getting walking around, bro.
That'd be
Look at 'em over
wild
there.
to see.
yeah, it was, dude. It was, and then he sent me one of an elephant, an entire this huge fucking tree. This elephant just knocks this tree into the road for no reason. He puts his fucking tusk up against it and gives it everything he's got. Takes him a minute, but I mean, the roots and all, pulls the whole tree out of the
Just
ground,
down into the road.
right into the road for nothing.
Dude,
There was
Nature is scary, man.
Dude, wouldn't it be
the
funny
wild
if-
is frightening.
Would it be funny if animals were like that was a trap, kind of like how in I Am Legend when the zombies
Yeah.
got the
Yeah.
mannequin out and they're trying to trap him, dude. Well, imagine thinking about that, like having that realization where you're like, this elephant is trying to trap me, dude, so he can.
Well, and I read
Jurassic
that.
Park style.
I read that
Jurassic Park
elephants.
elephant.
This
I
is
read-
venomous.
That's a duck beaver.
A venomous duck beaver. Yes, they legit. I guess.
I know their tails can fuck you up.
I guess with their fucking webbed hands, they it's not lethal to humans, but apparently it's incredibly painful. They are
like
venomous.
the jellyfish.
They're one of the only mammals in the world that are venomous.
What was that that show?
That abomination of fucked up drunk god going, just make it something, I guess.
Make it
you know,
something.
like fucking that thing is venomous. Couldn't be something cool. A duck beaver,
Well, I mean, there's other cool things out there that are venomous.
not mammals.
Well, yeah.
Like, how cool would it be?
You ever seen?
What if a tiger was venomous? You'd be like, that gives it a whole nother edge.
I mean, but you're already.
Have you ever
staying
watched
away from them.
Kings of Pain?
yeah.
You guys ever seen Kings of Pain? These
But
two
that guy who like voluntarily
it's two
stings
guys.
himself.
They find the most dangerous animals in the world, and they just like let themselves succumb to whatever poison or bite that they like, or sting or whatever.
I've seen
And it's freaking, dude.
Kyle
That
the
sounds
worst-
so dangerous.
The worst. Yeah. They almost. One of them almost died.
Oh, what I imagine they would have to have like a
what?
medic
Dude,
team.
sea
on
urchins.
site.
Sea
That
urchins
shit.
were one of the worst. They were like, marine animals are nothing to play with. They're like, they've been stung by all these different dangerous wasps and snakes and scorpions and stuff. And like a sea urchin. They're like, I've never had it. Like, they were like, they'll never do that again. They're like, that makes
Wow.
everything just seem like nothing. Like, isn't that crazy? Just a little bowl of spikes
Dude,
in the
I seen-
water.
Well,
like,
the blue ring octopus can fit in the palm of your hand, and that shit will kill you in 5 minutes.
Yes. Actually, some of them are like this big.
Yeah, and it's insane.
And it showed one of them. Yeah.
Dude,
Just
I
step
seen this
on
guy
'em.
take some
Or a stonefish.
snake venom, and it coagulates your blood
Yeah.
into solid,
my God.
like
Yep,
solid
yep.
jelly, dude.
Jelly.
Dangerous.
What's it? Dude, have you seen
It's
it?
Bam, such a good.
They'll
friend.
get like a petri
Well,
dish.
no, yeah, I've seen
of
the
blood
video
and
of it,
drop
yeah.
like
I haven't seen dude, I gotta check that out.
They got a petri dish of like normal blood,
Human blood.
and they drop like it's I don't
few
even
drops,
how
I know
like
that.
not
Milliliter or
even
something.
not even, dude. And they put like the slightest bit in it, and it just turns. It looks like a Jello. Like it just makes your shit
Damn.
stop. That's why people go into cardiac arrest because their blood thickens
When it's probably
up.
slower, a little bit slower if it happens inside your body, because you don't have all you don't have the gravity, and you don't have like all the exposure of oxygen, you know.
Right, yeah.
and it's contained and constantly flowing, so like it does take longer, but
That's crazy though. I mean, that's nuts, man.
It's insane, man. But even smaller amounts have been known to cure like disease or like treat things, which is it's just insane.
wild.
Nature is scary.
Damn, nature, you scary. But
Dude.
I mean, yeah, dude. Animals are nothing to mess with, man. Like some of it's just straight wild. One of them, one of the things they did on that Kings of Pain.
I'm better than them.
It was
There's a reason we're on top.
It was some type of ant, right? And I was
Bowling
like,
ant?
oh, okay,
Fire
like,
ant?
well, it was like some other country. It's I don't know what it's called.
Was it a
They're actually smaller than fire ants. They're really tiny, but their bites are incredibly painful.
Oh,
so I
I know
thought,
what
okay,
you're
they're just
talking
gonna
about,
get- they're
yeah.
just going to get one, right? Well, they said that they don't. One of them just won't attack you. They have to attack as a colony. So they had to have an entire colony.
Oh god.
Dude, I was like, oh my god. I mean,
Isn't that crazy how that works? Like the pheromones that they send, it's fucking wild.
well, and
Gross.
yeah, bees are like. Oh, you know, I just learned. You know how you guys ever get like bit constantly by a horsefly?
no,
No, I've never been bit by a
Dude,
horsefly.
never been.
Oh,
bit by a-
I've been continuously bit by horsefly. And if anybody that's been bit knows that, like, and it happens when you're swimming because they're attracted around water areas, like wet areas. If you're swimming, you can keep going underneath water. It's like someone pinching you, right, with their fingernails. Anytime you can go under water and stay under there as long as you can, and as soon as you come back up, they're on you. Like, and I was like, how are these insects this smart, you know? And I found out that they see like thermal. They don't see like, I don't know how we see, I guess. I don't know. It's crazy. It's like heat vision goggles for them all the time. Like,
yeah, that's insane.
Gosh, can you imagine having WandaVision?
sounds serious.
It sucked the first episode, but the rest of it got better.
Dude, yeah, animals.
Dude, they're nothing to mess with, man. Some of them
No.
will tear
Wu-Tang,
you
bro.
up.
Straight
But
up.
freaking mongoose just getting drunk. I just see a cartoon mongoose going, come on,
Come on.
whipping him around. Come on, bite me.
That would be you.
Give me one of them mongoose.
Yeah.
Give him my fix, man.
He's wearing a toboggan. Oh no! A homeless mongoose.
I saw this thing on TikTok where this guy was like explaining like what gay chicken is. You know, like guys jokingly do it to one another.
as a joke.
And this one guy said, this one guy says,
I'm not giving you a foot massage either.
He goes, yeah, me
You
and my
ever
buddy
seen
been
that?
playing gay chicken, and it's a matter of time before one of us gives. I mean, we've been married for 7 years. Have adopted 2 children, but I think he's gonna cave pretty soon. I was like,
Right.
what?
Dude, you haven't seen that video I was just quoting? This dude's got his feet up on this girl and he goes, come on, give me a foot massage. And she goes, no, I'm not giving you a foot massage. And then out of nowhere, this dude in the background goes, yeah, I'm not giving you one either.
And he's just standing there.
And they turn and he's just like staring. And it's just like, okay, nobody fucking asked you, weirdo. Like, I'm not going to give you one either. Like, please don't.
Please don't.
Dude,
You know what
that
reminds me
fucking...
of? That reminds me of
Yeah.
I was at this party with Cecil
Yeah.
a long time ago, and he let his toenails grow so long. Okay, we stayed at some house with some chick, right, or whatever that he was trying to hook up with, or whatever, and they had like a pool out back, and it was like, I don't know, it wasn't like brick, it was like some type of stone that they had laid. It was really nice, you know, it was a really nice home. We're out there hanging out for a few hours, just soaking up the sun, you know, yakking it up, talking and stuff. And I kept seeing Cody doing this, right? And eventually we all kind of stopped talking. Like, it just kind of like, you know, like how sometimes we'll just kind of like, it'll just hit dead for a second. And I just hear scraping. And I went, what is, because I'd known he had told me about his toenails, or I'd seen them, and I like made fun of him for it or something. And there he is, and there is claw marks in the stone. He has been grinding them down.
God.
I was like, oh my God. There was like shavings and like toenail powder, pretty much.
Toenail powder.
I was about to say.
Like dumping out the bag off your fucking sander.
Grab
It was
yourself a pouch of Cecil's toenail.
And that's probably
Cecil powder.
still there. Those marks.
I was reminded of.
Her dad was probably like, what the hell is that?
You could find the right OnlyFan that would buy some of that.
Have you ever had an experience with somebody in public that genuinely made you like feel unsafe? In
Yes.
terms,
Yep.
so I grabbed my.
That's why I carry a weapon.
The true, but I mean, like in terms of like, this person's going to follow me home and kill me in my sleep, kind of thing. Not like, oh, this dude, I think he might rob me. Like someone who genuinely has just creeped you the fuck out. I grabbed my coffee and it reminded me. I posted about it many, many years ago, but I went into a gas station late at night to grab some cigarettes. And I'm trying to talk to the clerk, and I'm like, hey, how's it going? Nothing. And, oh, can I get a packet? Yada, yada. Nothing. And, like, I'm like, yeah, working late, huh? Nothing.
Not a
And,
word.
dude, did not speak a fucking word to me. And so I finally, like, finished my transaction, and I grab my shit, and I say, have a good night. And he goes, sleep well.
That's, you don't say nothing, and that's what you choose. to say?
Exactly,
Oh my
exactly. And I just like in my head immediately, I'm like, thanks, I never fucking will again. Like,
Right.
I'll never forget.
No thanks.
this 3-minute transaction of no speaking, and I'm trying like hell
Sleep
to like
well.
relate.
Trying to remember the last time you did sleep well. Yeah. That'll be the last
No,
time.
it's just like
I'm taking
like,
it for granted all this time.
hey, thanks so much. Have a good night. Sleep well. It's like, what the fuck? No, I'm
I'll
not.
never forget when it was freezing cold, dude. It was blistering cold.
I think I remember this, dude.
It was blistering cold, dude. It was so cold. I went into a gas. I try to be nice. I have never laughed in someone's face ever. Like, just about them to their face. I've never laughed. And nothing funny happened before this, like, incident, right? Like, I'm just straight faced, got some cigarettes or whatever, and I'm coming back in or coming back out. As soon as I come out, this old, shorter, troll looking guy, dude. Just, you can tell the years of just frown wrinkles that this guy possesses on his face. It's uncanny, but he comes out and he's opening the door, and I feel a burst of wind too. You know, I know it's cold, and he just went, "This weather's fucking bullshit." And I'm like, he's holding the door like this, right? And I have to like side weight through him. And as he said that, as we were like chest to chest, and I just fucking laughed in his fucking face because of this troll-like creature. Fucking bullshit. It was the funniest thing. I don't know why, but I just like, I didn't even say anything to him. I just laughed.
Did he say it
I
like a
probably spit on
disgruntled?
him. Huh?
Did he say it like a disgruntled like felon? Like, this weather's fucking bullshit.
No, he's just old and just
He's old.
and just tired of it. He's tired of being here. He's tired of it.
Well, how are you today, sir? Unfortunately, alive.
Fucking yeah. Fucking weather's fucking
Hey,
bullshit.
come over here, man. Meet Bill. Fuck Bill. I know everybody I need to know.
You know who he kind of looked like? You know that guy at the gym that wears those nasty, sweaty,
Yeah.
stained bandages or whatever on his.
Oh my God.
He
Yeah,
kind of looked
yeah.
like that, but more troll-like and bigger.
More.
Dude. And
It's hard
if
to
you
explain
saw this guy,
But
the
troll. He looks like a troll.
You have
He
to
looks
have, do you remember?
like you have to pay the troll toll.
Do you remember that drummer girl that
The little drummer girl.
way back in the day? The one that was bigger and played in a band called Fault Line. Yeah, and her name started with a T.
I think I remember her.
You remember her,
I
right?
remember the band Fault Line. Yeah.
Do you remember her dad?
No.
The short, long blonde hair, horrifying to look at. Like, you remember the satire horror movies Leprechaun?
Yes.
looked like him.
Oh,
That is the
gosh.
man that we were talking about.
I
guy at
don't
the
remember
gym?
this
Yeah.
man.
Yes.
Yes.
Him and his son daughter come in all the time.
Son daughter.
What?
I don't know how to describe his kid.
My pronouns are peen and is.
Hey, put some respect.
Man, shut the hell up.
Cake is just gay bread. Don't forget that.
This game.
But yeah, this dude is awful to look at. Like
You, sir, are an eyesore.
So I wear wrist wraps, right? Because my wrists are like
his-
wow, yeah, I fucked them up skateboarding and other stuff. And yeah, they will hurt if I don't wear them, like when I do bench and stuff. And like he came up and asked me about them, and like I don't know. He doesn't lift weights, so I don't know why he wears them. And they're not even like wrist wraps. Like they're not. I don't think they're not even.
They're just like
sweatbands. They're not even
wristbands?
sweatbands.
Just stiff gauze.
Yeah, no, it is, isn't it?
It
It's
is.
just gauze.
he
Well, like-
He's reused for
Over and
years.
over.
No,
They're
dude,
stained. and they
looks like
look
it looks like the start of a mummy costume, but his diabetes
Yes.
kicked in, and he was like, I can't finish.
I mean, dude.
This
Well, like
guy.
what boxers use to tape up their hands and wrists and stuff.
Yes,
Using
it's
the
like
same
that,
ones
but
again.
it's just, but he does that and walks on a fucking treadmill.
Yeah. It's like what? And he asked
That's
me
all
about
he
mine
does.
one day. And I was like, I didn't want him to mess with them. I'm afraid a stench would creep out, and my nose hairs would just stiffen up and break off, like a pine tree in the fall,
They fly off
They just
whimpering like a
fucking-
dog.
or whatever.
Dude, this guy, and
They sit
listen,
there.
man, like I get that everybody looks different,
Nose hairs.
but how fucking dare he come out into public?
Oh my god.
He is rough looking. I don't understand. I don't understand what goes through people's minds. Why do they do that? And you know another thing that bothers me? It's when older people don't know. It's like they can't grasp that like certain hats look different on them. Like
Certain
they'll
props
have
look
hats
different.
that have been crumbled in a fucking couch for years, and they pull it out and they halfway fix it and they just set it on their fucking head, and they think that it looks good. Like that shit
I don't
bothers
think
me
they
so
care.
much.
I don't think they care. They just, it's like that guy that was just ready to not be here. They're just like, I don't fucking care. But this guy that I can't stop talking about it because he's just unfortunate.
He is, man. He's hard to look at, and he always wears the same shirt.
The Punisher shirt.
Yes,
And he stinks.
he does.
He stinks.
How can you not take care of
dude.
yourself like that?
He's just a fucking loser.
He's the punishment.
He's the one. He's the punishment.
He's not the Punisher. He's the punishment. If you don't get your shit together, you're gonna end up like me.
You know what?
You know, he comes to the gym. Everyone's thinking like, "Oh, geez, the fuck happened to this guy?"
He's had a rough life.
You know, I do recall. I think one time he told me to stand in the corner one time. Or something. He said something about time
Get
out.
your shit together or you'll be like me.
Yeah,
He is the punishment.
that's your punishment. Is that man? If you don't start taking your shit together.
Just look at the punishment, huh? That's you, right?
Oh, look out! It's a punishment. Run away. He's gonna get you.
He's gonna get you.
You'll never. You cannot escape the stank of the punishment. There he goes.
So
He's going insane.
punishment.
I'm sweating. Like,
But
Punishment is sweaty.
dude, he's just draped in unfortunate looks.
Oh my!
He is a series of unfortunate events.
Dude, he looks like Count Olaf if he was short and compressed. That's a good way of making
It looks
him.
like Count Olaf just didn't try.
He looks like Count Olaf's testicle. Tell me I'm wrong. This old man, he's just round. He looks like the fucking Mucinex guy.
he looks like Hulk Hogan's turd. Is what he looks like. No, I wanted to talk about our costume party, our Halloween party, when I was Hugh Hefner and I had a pocket full of a bunch of fake $100 bills. And they had at Travis's house, they had a little doggy gate. And well, I was pretty fucking intoxicated, and I thought I can make this. I can jump this. I can jump this.
I only heard the commotion. I didn't see it, but I just
Well, unfortunately,
I heard the commotion, look over, and you're like getting up off the floor. I was like, oh, that didn't go well. Fuck.
Well, and what was funny is I fall down. You guys have all been alerted. I look back, and you guys are all just laughing at me, and the money is still falling.
Dude, I saw it happen in real time. So I just see your back to me. You don't announce what you're about to do, but I can see the fucking cogs turning in your head. You're looking at the gate, and you go.
I walked up to it, and I went, and I backed up. Right? Like, I'm like, I got this.
And I just saw this fucking spurt of money on the hole fly everywhere. And you're on the ground, disheveled and kicking your legs, wearing this ridiculous robe.
Like, I was Hugh Hefner. My costume was just pajamas.
I thought you were wearing dress pants, but they were Under Armour pants.
Yeah, they were sweatpants.
Dude, you look like an Applebee's employee just with a robot.
Well, see, because Alec came as a mime, and dude, after he left, had the curtains open.
I wasn't a mime.
Well, he looked like
you
a
were
mime.
a mime.
No.
It was mime-ish makeup, but after he left, I kept looking out my window and expecting to see your face in the darkness,
After he had left.
staring in.
Dude, I forget what I called the Pebbles. I was Pebbles,
Pebbles,
the
the drunk
alcoholic clown. Dude, and I wore that pink and black striped shirt because I really wanted to get like a long sleeve black and white shirt and like a little bowler hat to do like the entire thing, the whole get up. But I couldn't fucking get it in time. And before that, I was trying to be a sailor, like with a belly shirt and an ascot and like the hat and everything. But
I thought you were gonna do the hamburger helper hand.
I was, but it didn't get delivered. Like
That's
I
lame.
fucking bought it from Walmart and it never got delivered. Or it said it was gonna be here November 2nd, and I was like,
It's too late.
no.
People have
but
moved
now
on from Halloween,
but now I'm kind of regretting not just keeping it for next year, because that would be awesome. To
Yeah.
be the hamburger
the
helper
long
glove.
con, man.
The long con. Oh, what was it at Comic Con? You were like talking about doing some type of joke, and you're like it would take a while, but it would pay off and it'd be funny. Or you said something, and I was like, hey. What do you mean? Talk to me. I got like 8 long cons going on right now. Like, you know, like, what do you got? You know, like,
Dude, the commitment that you have to your bits is astonishing. Honestly,
I really do have some long cons going on, actually.
It's really, like, I admire it. Like, you hone your craft, and you're wasting it on us.
I don't know about wasting it. Having fun. Well,
Having fun.
we're only on this earth for so
I
long.
genuinely think that Matt could do great things in comedy.
I don't know.
All you gotta do is apply yourself.
If you put your
a
mind
tool.
to it, you can accomplish anything.
It's not true.
McFly.
I'll never
McFly.
tell my kids that.
Why would you tell your kids that?
Oh,
Because
so
it's not true.
So I wanted to tell one more thing before we wrap this up.
It's just not. Hey, if you work really hard, you can do anything you want. It's not true. Life happens. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're literally the last person I'm taking advice from. So
Yeah.
don't worry.
Hey.
I'll father your kids. You know. When they
I want to tell one more thing before we
fucking
wrap
man.
this up. Before we wrap this up, I want to talk about there's this guy at work, and I like to talk down to him like he's a child. But he could be my dad, right? He's older, and it's another guy named Doug, and I've been telling him like for like the last month, like I'll be like, hey Doug, I'll be like, hurry up, okay, you know, like come on, you know. And then now I just started doing this. He did something, and I was like, you better not talk back to me, and he was like cussing me or whatever, and I got off my equipment and I went, come here. And I've got managers and other people doing it to him. He said, how many people do you got doing this?
How disrespectful, dude. I'd be mad.
Me and another guy, we went, come on, we'll swing you. Come here.
I I love that so much, dude.
Hurry
I'm
up,
gonna do that. I'm
okay?
gonna do that at work.
This is the
Oh
same
my
guy that I
God.
rolled up to.
Steve.
I'm gonna do
I rolled up. This is the same guy I rolled up to him with a really concerned like look, you know, and I was like, dude, and he was like, what? And I was like, what are you gonna do like when HR and like management find out? And he goes, find out what? And I go, that you don't do a fucking thing around here. And then I hit his e-stop button.
Classic.
But
Yeah.
well,
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Thanks for
tuning in,
tuning in,
guys.
everybody. See you next week.
see you next week.